Picture this: the upcoming Bitcoin halving, the potential approval for crypto ETF, a sky-high Bitcoin price projection, and oh, did I mention a US presidential election? Yeah, it's all happening in 2024 and the effects should be dramatic. This is the video you want to take advantage of, so sit tight, get some tea, and let's begin exploring possibilities of the crypto market in 2024. I'm Jack Klondike. Let's go. Let's start with the ETF approval, the most hyped topic in the crypto space over the recent few months. If you're unfamiliar with ETFs or exchange trading funds, think of them as a type of mutual fund. But unlike mutual funds, you can buy and sell ETFs on the stock market just like regular stocks. ETFs make it easier for regular people to invest in things like Bitcoin. Since we entered the crypto space in early 2017, we were quite skeptical about ETF approval. Since this time, the SEC has rejected dozens of ETF applications: VanEck, SolidX, Bitwise, Valkyrie, and Fidelity. We can name many of them, and all of these ETFs were rejected by the SEC. However, this time everything is different. BlackRock is not just another investing company. This is the richest investment company in the world, with $9.4 trillion in assets under management. We can confidently say that this type of company is not used to receiving rejections on their application. We all realize that if an application has been submitted, it means that on internal levels it has been accepted even beforehand. Bloomberg predicts a 90% approval probability, and this forecast is very close to the truth. So there are no doubts that if the SEC approves Bitcoin ETF, it will lead to a significant inflow of capital into the crypto market. First of all, it will affect Bitcoin, but then the funds will be distributed among other cryptos. What conclusion can we draw now? If the SEC approves Bitcoin ETF, we should mainly focus on Bitcoin in the first half of 2024. The safest decision is just to hold Bitcoin, but if you want to outperform it, trade altcoins in pairs with BTC, not with USDT. Forget about USDT till 24-25. The goal is to earn BTC, not USD. Moving further, we should not forget about the economic factors such as interest rates that are expected to play a significant role in the crypto market in 2024. This will be quite a long topic, listen carefully. The current state of US financial markets leaves much to be desired. Due to many reasons, 2023 will make America spend money to the point of increasing the cost of its debt to unaffordable levels. The overall situation is complicated by the fact that Joe Biden is up for re-election in 2024, and negative economic indicators are not exactly going to make that happen. Let's consider the problems that the US Treasury currently facing and what they need to do to fix them, at least for some time. But there are two of them. Firstly, extremely high inflation and CPI, Consumer Price Index, that is still more than double the Fed's target of 2%. And secondly, a high interest rate slows the economy. And both these problems are causing yields on long-end treasury debt, maturities more than 10 years, to rise faster than short-end yields, maturities less than 2 years. This presents a deadly problem to the financial system called the bear steepener, when investors sell long-term bonds in favor of shorter maturities as they wait for the rate hikes to finish before buying long-term bonds again. So how exactly can the US Treasury solve these issues? The central bank must print money to fund the government. Injecting $1 trillion of liquidity into the system makes stocks rise. When stocks pump, capital gains taxes rise, which helps pay some bills. And that's when the fun begins for fixed supply financial assets like gold and crypto, like it was back in 2020 and 2021. Make people believe that the Fed is going to start cutting rates. In other words, fool them. If the Fed cuts rates, the dollar might weaken aggressively. This would put extreme upward pressure on the price of oil because it is priced in dollars. That's why cutting rates at this juncture, when the Middle East is on the brink of war, would be political suicide. The price of oil could easily be close to $200 by election day next year. Making people believe the interest rate will be cut causes a decrease in selling pressure on banks and increasing demand for long-term debt, and indicated it would further pause as it continued to evaluate the impacts of its rate hikes to date. This massive inflow of capital will have a positive effect on the crypto market, since this is still the best niche among all financial markets. And this is the chart of Bitcoin, white. Nasdaq 100 is red and S&P 500 is green, and gold is yellow, divided by the Fed's balance sheet, indexed at 100 starting March 2020. As you can see, Bitcoin smoked plus 258% all the other assets when deflated by the rise in the Fed's balance sheet. 2024 is the best time for markets to grow, and the crypto market is the best out of them all. So we have two reasons why there will be a massive inflow in the crypto area in 2024 year. It is the ETF approval and the US money printer turning on. But there is one more factor that will attract everyone's glance to crypto, and it is Bitcoin halving. It is expected to happen in April 2024, so the reward for one block will be halved from 6.25 to 3.125 bitcoins per block. And you don't need me to explain how halving works and what a massive effect it will bring to Bitcoin's price. Let's just say that in my humble opinion, which is not financial advice at all, Bitcoin has all chances of surpassing 100k mark in Q4 of 2024 or Q1 of 2025. So we have three massive events that can guarantee the bullishness of the crypto market in 2024. ETF approval, liquidity inflow by the US government, printer on, and Bitcoin halving. While it may be premature to make predictions for 2025, indications suggest that the current bullish market might not sustain itself as long as it did between 2020 and 2021. As a result, it is essential to capitalize on every available opportunity to enter the market and execute successful trades. The first stop is always Bitcoin. According to many analysts, Bitcoin failed to hit 100k during the 2021 bull market only because defunct exchange FTX kept selling their bitcoins. Crypto number one must show significant results in 2024. And other cryptocurrencies will follow. The period spanning from 2024 to the onset of 2025 presents a unique opportunity for transformative changes in your life. I view the upcoming season as the final chapter for experiencing massive profits in the crypto market. This marks your last chance to easily increase your portfolio by mark of X10. Beyond the 2028-2029 season, the potential gains are limited to no more than an X5 increase, and are certainly not as straightforward. So I'm not judge, but don't waste your opportunity. And I appreciate your engagement in the comments section, it's truly flattering. I make it a point to respond to each of you. And if you have questions about the crypto market, go and join the discussion there. Also, please show support by hitting the like button to contribute to our progress on YouTube. And for the latest updates on the evolving crypto landscape, subscribe and turn on notifications, and also check the description below for more links such as our Telegram channel or X, formerly Twitter. I wish you safe and successful trades. Good luck!